Hi, I'm Ancira, and we're here with another edition of the Ancira Animal Library, and I'm here with Albert. Albert, what do you do here?
I am an interpreter, Lorry Landing interpreter.
Lorry Landing,
basically,
okay.
absolutely, we're here to, A, keep an eye on the birds. B, we got to make sure the exhibit's clean and presentable.
And why do we call it, go ahead, C first.
Oh, C, try to educate the general public on lorikeets. They are in the parrot family, but they're very misunderstood. They have a totally different diet, so.
Okay, so why do we call, you kind of touched on it, why do we call this Lorry Landing?
Lorry Landing was named many years ago. We did have lories in here. There are lories and lorikeets.
Okay.
Lorikeets have long tapering tails. Lories do not.
Oh.
But if there's multiple birds, lory's fine.
Okay.
And so all the birds in here are rainbow lorikeets.
Okay, where can you find them?
Yes, they are found portions of Australia. And if you look at a map between Australia to Indonesia, which itself is a large island, there's a lot of islands in between. So rainbow lorikeets range throughout many of those islands. And your eastern, northeastern, and southern eastern portions of Australia.
Okay, so one of them appears to be eating right out of my hand. If only I could get everyone to eat right out of my hand. What are we feeding them?
Yes, so this is a nectar solution. And yes, they are parrots, but lorikeets, once again, have a different diet.
Okay.
Theirs is very liquidy. They don't eat seeds or grains like other parrots.
Yeah.
So they are in the parrot family, but what separates lories and lorikeets is their liquidy diet.
Okay.
So liquidy meaning in nature, these guys would be pollinators. No other parrots eat pollen and nectar from flowers, which lories and lorikeets do. That is why if you can see their tongue structure, it's kind of weird, but they definitely use their tongue to extract pollen and nectar from flowers. They'll eat fruits and berries. They do not eat seeds and grains once again. They have a very liquidy intake compared to other parrots.
I'll be darned. And they're not mimickers. We had this discussion. They're here primarily because of their bold colors.
Very lively, very colorful.
Very friendly.
And people, they're not very good. There are a few in here that did pick up a few words here and there. But mostly people are more interested because they're very colorful and they're very lively too, as you could tell.
Right, they're exciting. So how many, thank you. Yeah, I probably need another one. How many of them do you have in here?
We have 27 right now. And actually, there is a nest box down there, and we had a baby this year.
Did you?
So we have a chick down there. We're hoping for 28 if everything goes well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So it is hatched, and it is progressing. So he should be out and growing up here in a few months.
They're so loud.
Yes, lively. They have to be loud in nature to communicate with each other because where they come from, there's large distances.
Right.
And so mostly parrots are all on the loud side, but it is meant to communicate with parrots or other similar birds that are in the distance.
Well, what kind of lifespan do they have?
Correct. These guys average 25 to 30 years. I always say if you take good care of them, they can live longer.
Right.
But 25 to 30 years. Usually the larger the parrot, the longer the lifespan. But these guys, and there's sugar involved in their diet, so boy, they have a high metabolism. But 25 years, give or take a few years from 25.
Has anyone taken the time to name every single one of them in here?
They are all named. When they are born, for instance, our hatchling down there, they start, when we take them to the brooder, which is where they take care of the baby birds, they give them names. We give them names over there so they know what to call the babies. They all have names.
I can't imagine trying to keep track of all of them, but I know somebody's out there doing it. Well, I noticed they have a bird bath over here.
Yes.
Do they frequent in that? Do they keep cool in there?
They love where they come from. I'm pretty sure there's a daily rain.
Okay.
So there's some rainforests. So as a matter of fact, when it rains, naturally, they enjoy the rain. And yeah, they enjoy absolutely the bird baths also.
I mean, they are just... They must be predisposed to a lot of folks coming in here with these little nectar treats.
Yes.
Or are they naturally friendly outside of this setting?
Normally, it's a hunger thing.
Yeah.
That's what we tell everybody when they're first approaching Lorry Landing is caution because fingers make easy targets to bite.
Oh, okay.
But normally, some of the birds have been here, speaking of age, some of the birds have been here 19 years. Some of the birds have been here, were born here about 3 years ago, so
wow.
they vary in age. But we've got some birds in here that have been around for a long time.
Well, I'm all out of food, so I don't think I have any more friends. I think that's what makes you a favorite around here.
Here you go, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Albert. They seem to be helping on everybody.
Last bird coming up, he's orange-breasted. Of all the birds that have been here, that is one of the 2 subspecies of rainbow lorikeets found in Australia.
Well, they're beautiful. They look like a painting.
They are. They have to because of camouflage, and they roost in trees, and there's predators everywhere.
So what sort of predator would they have?
From above, there's hawks and eagles where they come from. So they have to match, basically, if you look at the different colors,
canopy.
They have to match the canopy and the flowers, because there has to be flowering trees and shrubs. So these guys have to match. Here's another one from Australia. That's good. But they have to match the flowers where they come from to help with the camouflage. From above, it's hawks and eagles. From below, there are snakes and lizards and monitors. So these guys have to blend into their environment.
Right there.
So that's why in the range they come from, there's many different color forms, there's subspecies. But the one right here, right now, with the orange breast, those are the ones found in Australia.
So, Albert, how many times a day can folks come in here to feed these birds if they wanted to at the San Antonio Zoo?
Correct. Normally, it depends on heavy days. If the birds are full, we sometimes put them on break. But on days where it's not so heavy and the birds are still feeding, like right now.
Just throughout the day?
Just throughout the day. Now, they tell us, they usually will let us know when they're full, they fall back. So at that time, we're noticing, and people have trouble feeding them, which right now, everything's going well.
They'll probably have to come back.
Yep. So we'll usually put them on break for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, and usually by that time, they've cleared their systems, and they're ready to go again.
Well, Albert, this was a real treat. You guys can come out and do this too at the San Antonio Zoo. Stay tuned for the next Ancira Animal Library.